This time of year here in the Brooks Range, it's late winter, early spring, and it starts getting warmer. Pretty soon the meat that I have frozen will have to be dried in order to preserve it. There's very limited space in this cabin, so I need to make a better system for drying a larger quantity of meat. I can build a large rack right out here in front of the window. That way I can keep an eye on it. You can get a lot of the things you need to live right here. You just have to use a little imagination.
Due to rising temperatures, Glenn must process his winter meat supply from his cache. But first, he will need to build a new system that will allow the meat to dry or risk losing it to spoilage.
I'm gonna find 4 really sturdy trees that I'm gonna cut logs from. As I'm walking through the forest, I'm taking a good look at the trees, looking up at the tops. I'm looking for just the right tree. Most of the trees here are alive, they're healthy. I wouldn't want to cut those. That's what I'm looking for right there. There it goes. Now I'm going to cut down another tree. There it goes. We got 4 now. 4 logs for 4 legs of the meat rack. Plus I got a few other poles that I'll incorporate into it. Just gotta get these back to camp. It's about 400 yards from where I'm gonna build this rack. I got a nice patch of ice uncovered here. I'm gonna chisel some holes and I'm gonna put the poles in that are gonna be the legs on this meat drying rack. I'm chiseling a hole here. The idea is to secure this pole so that it makes one leg for this meat drying rack. I want to be able to put 4 or 5 caribou up on here. I want it nice and sturdy. That should be about deep enough. Beautiful. Now I'm going to grab some water out of my water hole here, dump it around that post, and freeze it into place. That water's gonna freeze this pole in place. It'll be good and solid. It won't move an inch once it freezes up. This rack will stand right here until much later in the year when the lake breaks up. Two up, 2 to go. It's looking good. It's important that I can keep an eye on this. Once I get the meat out here on the rack, there are wolverines around, there are wolves around. Bears are going to be coming out of hibernation. Oh, beautiful. Just fill it in with ice chips, pour water in it, let it freeze. Got the 4 legs to my meat rack right here in place. Leave them overnight, they'll freeze tight. And tomorrow I'm going to build the framework to hang the meat off and to protect the meat.